stream for Extra Life, so in the doobly-doo down below, please consider donating to Extra Life. Also, we are part of the Heroes Wanted RPG Collective, so in the doobly-doo down below, you can see our sister streams, and also a link to the Discord. Other than that, take it away, Brendan.
All right, I am Brendan. I'll be DMing tonight. My players tonight
are... Hi there. My name is Chris. I am playing Zeus Strauss, the half-elven deity of Uthgar, the deity of the Uthgark barbarian tribes and physical strength.
Yes, dear, of course you are. Keep telling yourself that. Hi, everyone. I'm Tara. I am playing Farida, the Tiefling Hexblade Warlock.
Hi, I'm Ian, and I'll be speaking for Lorne, who is on the bus right now, and he is playing, I can't remember, a rogue, I think. I am also Ian, and playing Nanny Esme, the lizard folk barbarian nursemaid.
I'm Stephanie, and I am playing Lizzie Barrett, barbarian debutante.
I'm Patrick. I'm playing Azalyn Marsh, a human arcana cleric intern.
All right. The party first met at the Yawning Portal Tavern, having been invited by Volothem Kadarm to find his missing friend. While rescuing him, the party also saved Rainier Neverember, son of the now disgraced Open Lord of Waterdeep. As payment, Volo gave the party an inn, Trollskull Manor. However, an explosion outside of their new tavern spurred a weeks-long investigation into a missing treasure hoard embezzled by the aforementioned Lord Neverember. The search took the party to all corners of the City of Splendors, from the sewers of the Dock Ward to the office of the Open Lord, Lady Laeral Silverhand. The search culminated in the recovery of the Stone of Golor, an ancient artifact and the key to recovering the lost gold for the City of Waterdeep. During this search, the party met one Zardoz Zord, the owner of a traveling circus. Zardoz was more than he seemed, however, and he showed up on the party's doorstep, demanding the return of several drow who had been taken prisoner while recovering the stone. The Zord managed to get his crew members back from the party, but the party now knows the location of the hoard and needs only one final key to recover it. And that has been our campaign so far. You guys are currently in the Trades District, having obtained the eye stalk of Beholder and worked out how to get the second key, Sunlight, down into the depths of the temple, or the vault, where the gold is. What do you guys do?
I would like to get... Zeus is very much interested in getting this done as fast as possible, because now is not only a race for time, it is also a spy game, because now we have people who can disguise themselves, and Zeus is not having this.
It's
so,
only one. He's not a boogeyman.
He is one who works with drow, Nanny dearest. But I agree with Zeus. Let us find this gift from our queen and get a move on.
Also, I don't necessarily... Can we stop being racist against the drow? And I don't know why they all had my dad's handgun for some reason.
It's not the drow that I'm concerned about. It's the fact that he can look like anyone while still not actually wearing pants.
I mean,
that's the best part about him, dear.
Exactly.
I mean, they wear those terrible little knipples.
Have you never read the great tales of Winnie the Pooh or Donald the Duck?
Who?
I think
Donald the Duck. He was famous for, as they call it, shirt cocking, which is walking around with a shirt and no trousers.
When you frighten the children and tease the dog.
Oh yeah, I think I remember those. He was considered a patron saint of rage.
All right, so Zeus, darling, you have the most silver tongue here. Have you concocted a plausible something to tell Laurel so we can get a token from her to finish this quest?
I
It's
I'm
my
still
birthday.
working on that.
Are we sure it's even like we're 100% sure it's her, right?
Well, we know
But she-
she used to be a queen, and Brendan shot down last time the drag queen idea. So
May I try a history check, as I was not here last session?
You would know. You may. They succeeded on it. They know Laeral is a queen.
Oh,
But
all right.
he may be able to think of another queen.
If you'd like to roll me a history check, you can. You knew this as well. That Laeral was once the queen of an ancient kingdom called Stornanter.
So we have to go to her.
No other queens come to mind within the city of Waterdeep. There's plenty of nobility, plenty of women in power, but there are no other queens.
Wait, it says it's a gift from a queen, right?
You need a gift from a queen.
Has she given us anything previously?
No.
Gold. She gave us gold, right?
No, she gave you. She did not give you anything. Leo tried to obtain a badge of the watch from her, but she did not give it to him.
Oh, when
Oh.
I made her tea, did she give the teacup back? And did I retroactively steal it?
No.
Nanny wouldn't steal it.
No, she would have washed it and put it back.
Well, let us head to Lady Silverhand, and perhaps truth is the best way to go forward. Lay out the keys, what we have, and let her know that there is something afoot under her great city, and we need a gift from her in order to prevent anything terrible from happening.
Aslan, language, please. Truth. Ugh.
Yeah, Zaius looks like he's trying to process that word, truth.
Truth
I
is
totally
just as
understand.
wonderful a weapon as deceit. If I thought deceit would work, you know I have no problem with that.
We will not be using deceit in this house. Or
Awesome.
tavern.
We
I
never
do
Really
believe.
deep.
in this house, Nanny.
I do believe our wonderful young intern has a point. Let's to the palace and speak to Lariel and explain our situation. Be honest with her and explain our situation.
I'm
And the
pretty-
fair to actually like shudders a little bit.
Well,
Is
willing
it
to
a
try-
gift if you tell her? It's more like she's just giving us it's like a requisition then.
Well, I'm willing to try anything once.
All right. You guys proceed through the trades district, through the trades ward rather, back towards Castle Waterdeep. Zaius, as you walk up the back and forth path towards the castle, you do pass Yalister Silvermane, who ignores you.
Mr. Silvermane, sir.
There is no response.
I like him.
Oh god, Aslan, or not Aslan, Zaius doesn't exist. He's imaginary.
I don't say that very convincingly.
You are allowed once again into the castle because of Zaius's Lord's Alliance clearance,
I thought the
and are
dog let
led
us in.
are led once again up to Labrel's office.
Okay. Knock, knock, knock. And
Come in.
excellent. I will open the door, and I'm presuming that I have a hat on. I will doff my hat and bow my head gracefully.
She is sitting behind her desk. The fire, once again roaring as it was the last time you were here. It is starting to get fairly chilly within the city. You again. You all. Have you something to tell me? You found the treasure?
Well, I mean,
We are close.
not yet. We are, of course, on the trail, as it were, and quite frankly, we are we're mostly here to report in and to seek advice from someone as experienced in the various ways of these things as yourself, we do in fact have a bit of a conundrum, as it were.
What seems to be the issue?
Well, I mean, as you know, we had occasion. We'd originally captured a prisoner, and I believe his name was Jallister, and we interrogated him at length, and he, of course, mentioned that there were some dwarves involved in this, and we don't necessarily know where such if there was a dwarven envoy or something. You remember the conversation, of course.
Excuse me, say that again. I just
Yeah, I'm lost.
I have told her that the last time we spoke, that there was a prisoner named Jallister, who spoke of some dwarves being the main competition for the stone, and
I see what
would
you're trying to
like
do.
to gauge her reaction to that statement.
When you say this, I'm gonna roll 1 second. Roll insight. Roll me a persuasion check.
Uh,
I'll say that's just about good enough.
okay, good.
She raises an eyebrow at you and says, I see what you're doing. Clever. I assure you that I am indeed the Laeral Silverhand you last spoke to within the confines of this office.
Of course, Lady Silverhand, with various doppelgangers and people who have disguise spells floating around. One can never be too sure. For the actual reason that we're here, of course, is we have a bit of a conundrum. You see, we actually do know where the treasure is. Unfortunately, there are some keys that are guarding it, and Zaius takes a deep breath on this one. We believe that we might need your help acquiring one of the keys for this treasure, for the door guarding the treasure.
My help? Well, you've seemed rather resourceful so far. Why would you need my help?
And Zaius will...
Ferdo step in at this point. She's like, one of the keys is a gift from a queen, and she'll like pointedly look at Laurel and say, Your Grace.
That's when I'll hand her the tea I've been making.
Yes, we
that would
ourselves we're a bit low on queens right now.
That would be rather hard to obtain within the city, yes. And I'm surprised not many know of my royal bloodline. Here. And she opens the drawer on her desk and she pulls out a small quill. This once belonged to Elminster.
Sorry. Player fangirling.
It is a mundane quill, but it is something I've always treasured.
Now,
return the gold to the city of Waterdeep.
Aslan steps forward immediately and takes it from her.
Yes. Promise to return the gold to the city of Waterdeep. And it is yours.
My only question now, my lady, we're not sure what condition these items will be in after we unlock the door. Is this something you could possibly be willing to lose if that were the case? I do intend to return it to you if it is still intact.
To recover the gold for the city of Waterdeep, I would lose much more than that.
Fair enough.
As I said, it's a trinket I hold dear, but it is just a trinket. The gold could do much more for the city, and that is my duty.
Oh, excellent. Well, we'll certainly we certainly thank you for that. I mean, we were probably just going to ask you for your autograph or something, but if the quill will do, then the quill will certainly. And Zaius will bow very deeply and say, is there anything else you would have of us, Lady Silver?
No. Simply go, collect the gold, obtain the gold, return to me, and I do say there will be a day in your honor when you are done.
Really?
Can it be a Wednesday? I've always thought that people deserve a day off sometimes on a Wednesday.
Zaius starts pushing Nanny Esme out the door.
This could
What
be
is
it.
a Wednesday?
Oh, what are the days in I don't
I have
know
no
the
idea.
actual.
Honestly, I don't either. They never mention it. They just mention time as in like 10 days and the months of the year. And,
Okay.
yeah.
So the
As,
middle
as
day.
we're leaving, Aslan is going to lean over to Lizzie and just smugly kind of say, "I got them both, to tell the truth."
What?
Ah,
Aslan, you get inspiration.
This is as a player, you little devil.
I would like to
That was brilliant.
I would like to make a perception test to hear him saying this to Liz.
Roll me a perception check.
10?
Patrick, roll me a deception check, but roll me an intelligence deception check. How quiet were you able to keep yourself? Or you know what? No, roll me a charisma stealth. That's probably more appropriate.
Charisma stealth? What?
how about a strength
Oh,
survival?
That's just a straight D20 roll.
What? Can I assist?
I
wanna
have
give
no
him-
charisma. I have no
I-
charisma.
I assist.
He whispered. You can't assist him.
Yeah, but he
super
whispered
quietly.
to me. I can pull up
I
my
whisper
fan.
pretty loudly.
Oh, come on.
You don't. Well, you might see Zaius just sort of stiffen up a bit and just mutter to himself.
If fair
I
to
want to point
notice,
out, Asmodeus doesn't lie.
No,
He's not a
yeah.
god of deceit.
if fair to notices this, she just chuckles and nods her head as in well played.
and
Alright.
Zaius actually now that Zaius takes a second to think about this, Zaius kind of smiles a bit and you're like, that devious bastard.
Come along, you're blocking traffic.
I'll make a
As
follower
I push him
of
down the
yet."
road.
Oh yeah, I'm still moving. I'm not standing in the roadway.
Sam!
All right, where are you guys going? What is your plan?
Let's just go straight to the vault. We have all 3 keys. We're as prepared as we will be, unless we need to rest.
We don't
Need to
have all
rest.
3 keys because we don't have
thought we did.
sunlight.
I thought we did.
I do not. Okay, everyone needs to stop and listen very carefully. I do not have daylight prepared. I need to do a long rest first.
While you guys are leaving the castle, I need everybody to give me a perception check.
I don't think I'm very good at those.
I'm normally amazing, but not today.
Mother.
None of you notice anything.
This is why I wanted to rest first and then go to the castle.
I got a 26.
No,
Thank
we are
God.
resting
Did you notice
first. This
anything?
is us leaving the. This is us sensing if Milk Nipples is around.
Mr. Tight No Pants.
None of you notice anything.
What, with a 26? Come on!
It's a
Damn it,
group
he's
check. We all failed.
Ah!
No, it was all individual, and you guys all failed.
Oh wow.
He rolls good, him.
You know what? I will
Okay.
buy a sack of flour, and if I think anyone invisible's around me, I'm going to throw some flour in their direction.
This could not go worse.
Okay, so since we're obviously not going to be waiting for me to actually get the spell, I would like to pop by. What's our closest clerical temple here?
Oh, I thought we
that
were
we
taking
know
a
of?
rest. Are we not?
I'd like to take a long rest right next to the door.
I wanted to take the rest before we went to see Lariel, so it's up to you guys now what we do to get the daylight.
I'm just looking amongst the map here for a place that we've been to before. I just want to make sure that I got the name right here. Okay, I can't find it on the map.
What are you looking for?
I am looking for the temple of that machinist god.
Gone to the House of Inspired Hands.
The House of Inspired Hands. Oh, there it was, right off the edge
Actually,
of where the map was.
Pretty close to where you guys are going.
Yes. Well, that is in fact a clerical temple, and I would like to actually go over there and see if I can speak with our good automaton friend.
Your automaton friend doesn't speak.
Well, you know what I mean.
All right, you guys return to the House of Inspired Hands. The head cleric there
Nim.
greets you as you arrive. Nim is not the head cleric.
Yeah, no. Sorry, Nim was the Valletta was
nimble,
the
right?
head cleric.
Indeed,
Yes.
the dragonborn woman.
And I say, High Priestess Valletta.
High cleric.
High Cleric
Yes.
Valletta. How goes the day?
Oh, it has been normal. Nim has not stopped talking about you all since you left. Tell me, were you successful in your hunt for the nimble right?
Well, we were successful in a sense. Actually, I can't remember what happened in the nimble right.
So what happened to the nimble right, which was a couple days ago? What happened is you guys found it deactivated in an alley, and then Layrel Silverhand took it.
Oh yes. I will. I will sort of search my memory, for the voice of reason to come through and remind me of exactly what I did 2 days ago. And I say, oh yes. I will say that the Nibblewright is no longer a concern. It is in good hands, and none of this will come back to the House of Gond.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Where is my character sheets?
You guys do not have proof of its destruction, which is what she asked you to bring her.
Oh, yes. I'm going to cash in my inspiration because I actually want to make good on this. So 8.
I'll take your word. I believe I offered you all a reward. Nim was actually working on some things before you revealed his secrets. I believe you might be able to make some use of them.
Oh, excellent.
And she goes and she retrieves 4 items.
Mm-hmm.
A pair of adjustable stilts. Take a minute to put on or remove. Increase your height from anywhere from 2 to 5 feet. Parachute. Which is effectively just a featherfall spell that only works beyond 60 feet. If you don't fall at least 60 feet, it doesn't work. Barking box, which is a metal cube that has a crank on it, and you can crank it. And when it is activated, it barks whenever it detects vibrations within 15 feet of it. Basically, it's an alarm spell. And a matchless pipe that is just a pipe which has a flint in it and can light itself with just a flick.
Oh, excellent.
And you guys all get to keep these, but only, there's only one of each. And you have to split them amongst yourselves, which we will discuss at the end in chat.
Okay.
For now, you all have access to one of them. Or you'll have them, rather.
Excellent. And Zaius will, of course, take the pipe because one cannot give directions or speak with gravitas without having a pipe in one's hand. And Zaius will say, "Oh, by the way, I was actually here because I was interested in solving a little bit of a conundrum, and perhaps the House of Inspired Hands can assist with that. I certainly know that there's traditional clerical means of doing this, but perhaps you have something unique in your ways. And the problem I have is this: I would like to, in a limited fashion, bring sunlight to a dark underground place. Would you have heard of anything that could potentially help me out with this problem?"
You roll an intelligence check on her.
Mhm. Those are saving throws. Intelligence
Well,
6.
I do.
They invented a flashlight.
Light is easy to get somewhere.
Yes.
And she casts a light cantrip on the pipe. Sunlight in particular. Mirrors, perhaps?
We thought of that.
Is there a reason they wouldn't work?
Might be too deep underground, and we might not have enough mirrors. Or it might be in a sealed location.
We do have a few mirrors here if you'd like to try at least.
Yes, of course.
Here, and she goes and she gets 10 polished brass mirrors.
Yes, of course. I was actually hoping to purchase something like a scroll of daylight.
I don't think daylight counts. I think you have to have like dawn, sunbeam, or starlight. I don't think daylight counts.
Let me check my...
Because it doesn't work on vampires.
Bright light shuts dim light. Any of the overlap. It dispels darkness. That's all.
Yeah, it dispels darkness and gives off a bright light, but it's not like sunlight.
Yeah, sunlight is a specific spell.
Yeah, it's very specifically we deemed like a sunbeam, dawn, or like sunburst.
Sunburst. Yep, that's 8th level. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, and sunbeam I think is druid only.
Wizard.
Well, let's take the mirrors and we'll take a shovel, and just in case.
Of course. Thank you very much. We'll return these to you as soon as we can.
All right. What are you guys planning on doing now?
I would like to. Okay, so it is 10 o'clock in the morning. We have just not.
It's later than that now. It's probably about 1 in the afternoon. You guys have gone to a couple of places, and you are walking.
And we're not too far. Well, we are in the Sea Ward, so we shouldn't be too far away from this this windmill, wherever it is. We could, if we visit it before we know that this is gonna work, we're gonna give the location away. Unless anyone has a better idea.
I
No, go
believe
ahead.
I do. Aslan will reach into his cloak and pull out a small ball that is a drift globe that he just purchased using his points.
Does that count?
It unlocks and it does produce sunlight, I believe.
It can't be that easy.
When did you unlock a drift globe?
That is one of the first things you unlock in, I think it's 8.1. I unlocked that ages ago. That was the first thing I played with Aslan.
Drift Globe can cast daylight.
No, so I don't even need
Oh.
to go.
So it's still not even good enough.
You could
It might be.
return it.
It might be.
You know what? I think we've got our bases covered. We have the mirrors to direct actual legitimate sunlight. And honestly, if no offense, if that doesn't work, a daylight spell probably isn't going to work either. But at least we have that backup because there's no way we can get an actual like sunlight spell at this level right now, right? So
What
I
about
honestly
Not even close.
What about spellcasting
Exactly.
services? Because I stream AL online, and ever since Season 8 started, I've gotten 50 gold for spellcasting services every time I've run. I have something like $1,000 or 1,000 gold worth of spellcasting services right now. Could we use it to pay for like a sun spell?
Who can cast it though? That's the thing.
If spellcasting services,
spellcasting services is a list of like 6 or 7 spells. It's information gathering spells and healing spells.
Well, I think we'll just have to try and use these mirrors and figure it out as best we can.
Yeah, we are being watched. Farida's very paranoid about this. She thinks we need to move on this as quickly as possible. We have the drift globe, which will cast daylight. We have the mirrors, which can reflect actual sunlight. If neither one of those work, then as far as she's concerned, we're boned.
Okay. On the way out of the House of Inspired Hands, has anybody walked in while we've been in?
It's a temple, of course.
You guys have only been in for a minute or two, or
course.
maybe more than that. She had to go get it. You guys have been there for 10 minutes.
Okay.
A few people have walked in and out.
Okay, excellent. So, Farida, is it close?
The windmill. Let me look at the map. Because all I know is in a windmill. I don't recall being told where the windmill was.
It's on a windmill in the seaboard, and there's really only one that you've seen.
The seaward, the seaward, the seaward.
It's not on the map.
Okay.
You know where it is in the seaboard. It is.
Is it close?
It's going to be right here.
There.
We're
Okay.
close,
Relatively, it's by the Field of Triumph.
Yeah, we're right here. So
yeah,
we're just down the street. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say, everybody, stay here. I'm going to. Is there like a darkened section in the House of Inspired Hands, like near the entryway, like a darkened window or something?
The layout in the actual like main chamber is pretty open. You guys do know your way through it because you've been, up to Nim's room before.
Okay. I will ask the head cleric if. Do you mind if we just go upstairs for a moment? We have something very quick we need to take care of. I assure you,
this is fine.
Yes. We might visit Nim, we might not, but if we don't, tell Nim we were here. And I usher everyone upstairs real quick. And then about 30 seconds later, Zaius walks out the front of the House of Inspired Hands.
Okay. With your is it invoke duplicity?
Yes, it is.
Do you need to see where he's going?
Yes, I do. That's why I wanted a tall window so I can make him go down an alley. Like walk down the street and then go down an alley.
All right, you do so.
It's within 120 feet. And I am going to look out and look to see who follows him. And he's going to meander. He's going to stop. He's going to look at, like a market stall. And he's just going to keep walking down the street.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Are we all looking out the window? Can anyone kind of help?
Oh, I can.
I will say that the window is big enough for two people to look out of it and have a good sort of line.
Who's got good perception? Actually,
I do.
I
Oh,
have
yes.
a. Ooh.
I'm +7, and I'm going to cast guidance on myself.
There
Oh.
you go. Do
So
that.
am I. Yeah.
Oh, I can give. I think I have perception. I can give someone advantage too.
21.
Give me a moment while I pull up character sheets.
Well, if you were assisting me, Stephanie, that's a 28.
You
I
can't
was.
assist on a perception check.
Yes, I can. Why not?
How do you help someone make a perception check?
Hey, look over there.
Yes, exactly.
Don't do that. That's the oldest trick in the book. Nobody? All right.
All right. So, Zayas with a 20 and Aslan with a 16. You
18.
guys, an 18, yes. 21 and 18. All right. So, you guys do notice two figures wearing sort of not, how do I describe it? They're wearing clothes that are covering most of their features. Heavy cloak, sort of a cloth mask over it. Not initially like super suspicious, but with that 21, you do catch sort of a shock of white hair, Zayas, peeking out from underneath one of the cloak hoods.
I remember these guys.
And
Wow,
you notice
white
two of
hair.
them.
That's enough for you to profile someone.
Yes, it is.
Two of them.
What
You
if it's a
notice
grandma?
one give. They are not built like grandmothers. One of them
Sexy
does.
grandmas.
You notice give a hand signal to the other. They both nod, and one does peel off into the alley following. The other one remains.
Okay. Real quick, we got to go at the back. We got to go east and then south. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Told
going
ya.
to usher everyone downstairs and then east side
Give me a
Or-
group stealth check.
at the back. Okay.
If you want,
I
if you're
have-
proficient in stealth, you can take disadvantage to negate the disadvantage or give advantage to somebody else.
Who is really bad at stealth other than me?
Good question. I think
I have a
I'm
4.
okay.
I will give you guidance.
Because I can I can touch someone and give them advantage on stealth for the next hour. And that will be Aslan.
Too late. I already rolled.
Yeah, I mean, I would give you the advantage, but that's still a 10.
Still a 10. Yeah.
All right.
That's a 9 because I gave guidance
Boom.
to.
I got to give it to myself because
I gave guidance to Zayas. Yeah. No, I gave you guidance.
Oh, okay. I will give guidance to Nanny Yasmi.
Oh.
So that's a.
Oh, I
15
needed it this time.
Okay, a
Motherfucker.
9, a 20,
If yeah,
15, 23, and a 7. All right, you guys sneak out the back.
I'm
You don't
usually
see either of
sneaky.
these two figures following you.
I am singing the sneaking. So
not the
Aslan!
time.
Do, 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 do,
And you,
Nanny.
I'm assuming, rush off towards the windmill.
Yep, we take a slightly convoluted run east and then south, but we basically beeline for it.
I suggest
All
not
right.
actually running, but yeah, just moving directly for it.
And I would like
Shouldn't we
everybody to
do
give me a
4
perception
right
check.
turns so that we know who's following us?
Now that I'm out of these idiots' sight,
Why do I keep
Wow.
closing character sheets?
Why?
21.
Why did I roll a 1 again? Oh.
Well, why did I roll a 0?
Okay, no, you don't see anything.
Even at a 25?
We are boned. It's a group stealth or
I-
group perception, I think.
Okay.
No,
Either
perception's
you-
individual. Perception's always individual.
Either
Ah.
you're attempting to make us paranoid, Brendan, or this guy is really, really good.
He can pretend to be anyone. The DC is probably like 30.
And I mean, he could be both trying to make us paranoid and it's really high DC when we get there.
Yeah, I've come within 1 and 2 of the highest rolls I can.
Yeah, we
I will
need-
tell you guys some stuff when we're done.
We might.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm sure it's a master thief that we're facing, so it's like a plus 14 or 15 to any stealth roll.
All
Yeah,
right.
probably. Okay.
It's
Win
more
then.
than that.
Oh, good.
What I mean by that is it's more than just the bonus. All right, so you guys arrive at the windmill. It looks abandoned. Doesn't look like anybody has been here in a very, very long time.
What, not even like young lovers coming up to do what young lovers do?
On the front of the windmill is painted a name.
Can any of us read it?
You can all read it. It is Kaelin.
Kaylin.
Kailin.
I believe we are in the suburbs. Look out for soccer moms and SUVs.
Kaylin. Okay.
Should we run a history check or?
Yeah, can I do a history?
Yeah, have I ever heard of this guy?
I'm bound for a better roll.
Am I working?
No, I'm not.
I
All right,
muted.
I'll be
Okay.
right back.
I muted on accident. Do we need to take a 5-minute break?
Sure.
All right. And did anybody say anything important after the last time I spoke? Because I muted my headset.
I was just asking if I had ever heard of this guy.
And with an
Kaelin.
18, you have heard of this woman.
Uh-huh.
She was a Waterhavian noble.
Mm-hmm.
Very close to Dagult Neverember, who fell from grace for reasons that weren't entirely publicly known.
Oh, good. So now she is scrawling graffiti on random abandoned buildings. That's good.
No, this was like a name that was written like on the mailbox.
Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Makes sense why the gold might be hidden here. Fair enough.
So 5-minute break?
5-minute break.
Oh.
All right, be right back.
Welcome back.
All right. So for Steph's new campaign, should I break my rogue ban and play a rogue?
We should all play rogues.
It's been like 10 years since I've played a rogue.
I really want like everybody to play one class in a campaign because I feel like that'd be hilarious. And rogue is one of the better classes to do that with. Rogue,
If we're
cleric,
gonna
and
do
maybe
that,
wizard.
let's do bard and do a band, and we'll be like gem. That was the
We
band
did
one,
a
right?
band of bards with Welcome to the Nightstone campaign.
I don't know
We kicked its ass.
Bard is such a weird class to do that with because it's all support. Everybody's supporting each other. Everyone's supporting the supports.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
we'll do a
everybody
My
was
Little
inspired.
Pony episode.
I think wizard works really well for it. Wizard, with everybody focusing on a different school of magic and nobody taking spells outside of their school if they can help it.
But we all take fireball.
We all take fireball. It's fireball.
Pinball doesn't have fireball.
Pinball has mind fireball though, which is
That
even
is true.
better.
Pimble also got herpes, I'm pretty sure.
That was Heracles.
No, you too. It's just from being near Heracles that we all got herpes. Oh, but yeah, maybe I'll break my self-imposed rogue ban.
I love Arcane Tricksters. I think they're really great characters.
Since 3rd edition, I've hated rogues just because I felt they were like insanely overpowered.
Oh, they're overpowered. But like every class is overpowered if you want it to be. Except Ranger.
It's never Ranger.
Poor Rangers.
But my other idea was Elephant Person, Warlock. Loxodon, yeah. Warlock who worships Babar, the demon prince of the elephants.
That's actually kind of clever.
The problem is with that is that we could all get tapped in order to pay for your mana cost, which really isn't fair.
That's a magic joke, and I only get that because the rules of magic. I stopped playing before elephant people were a thing.
Because they're in Selesnya, they have the convoke mechanic where you can tap creatures.
I stopped playing before
to pay for the spell.
Said a name and didn't sneeze there.
Selesnya?
Yeah, it sounds like a sleeping disorder.
It's the green-white guild in Ravnica.
What? Oh. I stopped playing. The last set I bought had those weird double-colored cards that were like gold.
Lots of sets have gold cards.
Well, apparently I'm old then, because it was new.
It was new, where they didn't have multiple colored cards prior to that?
No, they had like red-white or like split cards, but these were the ones that came with what series had the Kavu, like the really cool dragons.
I don't know. That's before I started playing. The gold background just kind of became the standard multiple colored card background, and then they switched from that, and sometimes a multiple colored card will be half one color and half the other color.
What series is a bunch of gold bars?
I don't know.
No, it's not. It's a circle and a vortex.
Yeah, I don't recognize any of this.
Oh, there's a copyright date, 2006.
That's when you last played? So that's modern legal stuff, because the format that most people play, the two formats that most people play are modern and standard. And modern is anything after 2003.
Which version can I? Well, I don't have it anymore, but could I use? Look at me, I'm the DCI.
What?
Or mine.
Are those silver bordered cards?
They're the fake cards from
silver
a magazine.
Bordered.
Yeah.
See, there's cards. So they print unsets, which are just silly cards that you can't play. They aren't legal in any other set. but they're ridiculous. Like, split your deck in half. You now have to find somebody else who knows how to play Magic and convince them to be your partner in this game. And you now have 2 players on your side.
Oh, I had all the cards from the first set. There was like Rock Lizard, Paper Tiger. My favorite was Mine. Pick up your whole deck. You can't lose from having no cards.
Nice, but wouldn't that just be like one break enchantment effect away from you losing?
Yeah, that's 1 enchantment removal from you being dead, but
Yeah.
well, that's not true.
If you have enough mana prepped, you could be devastating.
Here's the thing,
Like
though.
the
The way it
DCI
actually works is each player puts their library into their hand. So nobody wants to remove it. And also players can't cast more than 1 spell each turn.
But I mean, I
No,
was playing
actually,
at
if
the
you
time
cast...
of, do you remember, what were they, Slivers? Sivers?
Oh, they just... Slivers. They just released a whole bunch more Sliver cards with the new...
Oh, the old rules were insane. They all stacked.
They still do. That's how they work.
No, they really
There's Slivers
reduced
for
them.
5e, by the way.
Ooh.
There's also there's cards that are called Changelings in the new set, and they are every creature type, so they're also Slivers.
Oh. I think we're all back, though.
Are we all back?
Yep.
Patrick?
I am. And as we are looking at this door, Aslan would like to look around, and he will quietly cast Detect Magic on the door and the windmill to see if there are any enchantments or anything that ping.
Nothing pings with Detect Magic.
So the name, does this mean somebody's...
Anything else within 30 feet of us?
No, nothing. Well, you guys are all a little bit magical sometimes.
All right. And what condition is the windmill in? Are the windows clean? Are they broken? Are there holes in the wall?
It looks a bit out of place in the seaboard. It's sort of run down. One of the arms of the windmill is missing a lot of its slats.
Is there a man on a donkey with a lance nearby?
There is not.
I'm more interested, are there ways for sunlight to enter inside it besides the front door?
I could break a hole in the side.
The actual roof, there are a couple of small holes in the actual roof.
We may need you to do that, Nanny.
It's a windmill, right? So we can climb up depending on the angle we need, but it's going to change because the sun is going to move. So should we just we can't knock it all down. So we either have to be very quick or have it set up for where the sun will be.
We don't even know where the keys are going to be required. I would hold off on plans until we know what we're looking at.
Indeed. Now, before we go in, I'm also going to hopefully detract anybody that might want to follow, and I'm going to cast Nystul's Magic Aura on the writing on the door, and it's going to look like there's abjuration magic on it, like a glyph of warding, just hopefully to slow someone down.
Okay, you do so.
Nice.
Smart.
Oh, it's how we used to protect the sacramental wine when we were up north. Kept it away from our drunken wizards.
Yeah, those drunken wizards. Especially the ones on the coast. The worst.
Okay. What are y'all doing?
I suggest we... Does the Windmore look inhabited at all? I'm assuming no.
I will take out the... Remember
Not
the
really,
bag of flour I had earlier? I am going to just take a little handful and start... See if there's anybody invisible around.
He's not invisible. He just looks like someone else.
There is nothing invisible near you that you can tell.
Can I
the
suggest
house...
we just move in?
Yeah,
Check
it looks
for traps and all that stuff.
fairly abandoned. The grass is overgrown. The garden hasn't been tended to. There's holes in the roof.
All right. let's get in quick.
So who wants to be our trap checker?
I guess the rogue bard.
The Barty Rogue?
Who's our Rarb?
Is Lauren back, or is
He's almost home.
Brendan, you're the one who's controlling? What is it, Leo?
Yes, please roll for me.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Hi,
I will
Lauren.
roll an
Sorry, I had
investigation
my
check
phone
from
in
Leo.
in my pocket because it is raining right now.
He's been listening
worries,
this
no
whole
worries.
time. He's just has a little frog in his throat. I made him some salve. And give him a big bowl of fish stew because we all saw
Alright.
how much he loved fish stew.
Leo Coral does not see any traps.
I trust Leo. Where would he steer us wrong?
Farida, you feel the stone sort of guiding you through this house.
Mm-hmm.
You end up being led by the stone through the hallways to a single room, which has a tattered rug on the floor through which you can see a trapdoor. And the hole in the ceiling, there is not just like a worn out hole, but an actual hatch.
Well, darlings, I do believe we have arrived. What we seek is down below somewhere.
Is that a hatch in the ceiling?
Yes.
I'm gonna suggest who has the magic fingers, the magey hands.
I think that would also be Leo.
Leo,
I can talk to animals, but that's about it.
Leo, our certainly present friend, can you please magic fingers open that trapdoor in the ceiling?
He informs you that he cannot. He can mock it to
I
death.
would rather we wait on that. No point in opening it and going down and have something coming in from behind us.
True. Okay.
Even if we are to close it, we may still give away the fact that we're in here if anyone's watching.
Yes. Clearly. So after everyone.
All right.
Yeah, Farida will ask for Leo to check again for traps and then head down first, considering the stone's the one is the guiding her.
Lauren's here.
But he's not here.
Leo Coral does not find any additional trap.
Excellent. Farida will open the trap door and descend into the darkness.
All right. You beneath the trapdoor is a ladder. A little bit rickety, not too bad. It goes straight down for quite a while.
Mhm.
Eventually, you end up in a chamber well beneath the city streets. A hallway zigzags back and forth as you walk down it. Becomes clear there's not been anybody in here in a long time.
Excellent.
Eventually you come to a large chamber after exiting this sort of zigzagging hallway. At the other side of which stands two gigantic iron doors.
Hmm.
Now remember, folks, there is a tomb guardian of some description in here. So if they ask why we're here, tell them we're here for cleaning.
Do I see?
All I
20
see
foot
is
high.
blackness.
Yeah, it is pitch black. Who is holding a torch or
I
casting light?
have got the drift globe lit up and floating.
Okay.
I have the
That
lantern
is
of
how much.
revealing.
How much light is that? How much light comes from the daylight spell?
I think it's 30
It
feet bright
is-
light or something like that.
60.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so bright light is
Make the
60,
lighter
and then
daylight
another... Yeah. Well, I just looked up daylight, so 120 and 60. All right. All players see light. All right, so 20-foot tall, 20-foot wide stone corridor ends before an adamantine double door bearing dwarvish ruins.
I look at the door and
The
I
door
say,
has neither handles nor hinges.
I look at the doors and I say, damn, these doors could make a lot of money if we carved them out and sold them for their metal value.
I believe they would be impervious to such effects, dearest.
The hinges wouldn't.
Why can't we just...
There are no hinges nor handles.
Then that is not a door. That would be what you call a wall.
Only dwarvish writing.
Told ya.
There's a line in the middle, and they are very clearly there's creases. They don't go through the floor. They don't go through the ceiling.
Oh, maybe they're on rollers, and I'll try and slide it into the wall.
Give me an
Does
athletics check.
anything... Is there any kind of
Finally.
reaction to the doors when the daylight hits them?
There is no reaction when the daylight spell hits them.
Okay.
Nanny Esme, you push and push, and nothing. They
I
don't
think
even
it's
like
broken.
begin to budge. They don't react at all.
I will go and start laying out the mirrors in the zigzag hallway to try and using the light from the drift globe to make it move back
Well, hang
down
on.
the hall.
All
Before
right.
you do that, since you're here with the daylight spell already, why don't we just try the other key since we're all here? Save us some backtracking.
All right.
Oh, you go right ahead. I'm still going to do the mirrors. I can leave the drift globe here. I'm just going to use its light to figure out the light pattern backward.
Oh, okay. Got it. Got you. All right.
All right. So you guys pull out the other two keys and have the daylight there, and nothing happens.
I haven't pulled out the key at all.
Oh, you haven't?
Why not?
No, not yet. I'm waiting because the nanosecond we open these doors, Captain No Pants is gonna spring out and wave his saber around, and also his
Excuse me, he has a rapier.
right, his rapier around. You're right. What did I insinuate?
All right. So what are you doing then?
Apparently, we're waiting for something to happen. I don't know.
Well, I'm laying the mirrors out, and
Right.
as
tried
soon as I
pushing the
can
door.
get them
This-
laid out so I can get to the end of the hallway, if I can make that work, I will then climb up and open the hatch in the
All right.
room.
You think working alone is going to take you about 6 hours to align
did
all
he
the
go
mirrors?
alone? I'm gonna
Huh?
go with him because he's gonna get jumped by milk nipples.
I'm
Oh, no.
also going to assist.
Can
You know what?
we try the
Where-
other keys with the daylights here before we go through all this effort, which maybe
Where
for
did
not?
Nanny go? Nanny
We
just
did.
vanished.
No, I
I've
didn't.
seen
I'm right
Annie
there.
right there.
I have no Nanny on my screen.
I see Nanny.
Move yourself around.
No, we didn't because Zaya said that he didn't take his key
my
out.
God.
Oh, I thought we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will sort of keep the beholder eye stalk sort of cupped underneath my palm, and I will sort of wave it in the direction of the.
Yeah, so
All
we,
right.
we represent it with the other two keys while the daylight spell from the drift globe is on it.
And
Nothing
that work?
happens.
Okay.
Does someone have a
So
crowbar?
it has actually been done now, so we do legitimately need actual daylight. So let's help Aslan with that now.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
So
With all of you
we-
working together, it probably takes about 2 hours of carefully aligning everything.
will we have enough daylight?
By the time you're done, it's about 4 in the afternoon.
So we should.
And there's just enough daylight coming through, being bounced off of a mirror you had to secure to the roof. It goes down, and you guys watch the daylight bouncing off every mirror down and hitting the door.
We present the other 2 keys again.
Upon presenting the final 2 keys, the 2 doors, on their own volition, slide back into recesses in the wall and open into the chamber.
Okay. I am going to take out a small bit of cord. Should I do this? I'm going to take out a small bit of cord. No, because they can just always just position one mirror. Never mind. I was going to pull the last mirror after we were out. But whatever. Okay. So the doors slide open?
The doors have slid open.
Okay.
I like your idea of taking one of the mirrors in behind us. There's
Mhm.
no guarantee they have a mirror with.
It'll take, if the door's close behind us, it'll take them time to reposition everything to make what mirrors they do have work.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So let's get inside.
All right, so the actual chamber itself that you guys are walking into, you see 3 age-worn columns supporting crumbling stone bridges 60 feet overhead, with a ceiling rising another 20 feet above that. Set into the alcoves of this room, this massive underground chamber, are 12 sets of double doors made of iron. Each door 10 foot wide, 10 foot high, and embossed with images of dwarf warriors in plate armor.
All right, let's
Huh.
start testing door handles.
Well, let's
So
look
who
for
here
traps.
speaks Dwarven?
I don't speak Dwarven. I speak Elvish. And Aquan, and...
I might have ate a dwarf once, but he didn't speak much other than ah and ooh.
Oh, you never ate that dwarf. I also speak Draconics and Sylvan.
Are you guys all walking into the chamber?
Looks like
Farida
it.
did. I'm investigating this set of doors for traps before I try the handles.
I will do a
I'm
quick
assuming
perception
that
check.
Lauren is going to go.
Yeah,
I-
Lauren's just getting settled. He just
Yeah.
grabbed his drink, he got his dinner, he's just sitting down.
Yeah, it's not fair to ask Leo to do all of our investigation checks, though.
He's trained in it, though.
It's a room. You're in a room for certain, Lizzie.
I have a +4, so I'm not that bad.
I have a +0.
You do not find any traps.
All right, I test the door, make sure no one's directly behind me.
Upon attempting to open the door, you notice that the hinges on it aren't real,
Mm.
and it appears this is a fake door.
I will alert the comrades that, if there's one set of fake doors, there are probably more, so check for hinges before anything else.
It's actually like a real fake door.
Who would make a real fake door? That is stupid.
But you just said there were no hinges.
Dwarves.
No, I'm referencing Rick and Morty. Yeah, it's a fake.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. It's not.
Yeah. So when you're investigating the other doors, then check for hinges first.
All right, Aslan will go check the door on the other side.
Right,
Does
you do so, and it's really no difficult task to look to see if they have hinges or not. You guys quickly go from door to door and eventually discover that only these 2 doors up here have actual hinges.
Okay, before we continue down, does, and I'm speaking for Leo here because I'm assuming that.
Oh no, I'm
Lauren is
on.
not- Oh, okay, excellent. Do you have any sorts of traps or ball bearings or something that we can lay in the vault door?
Wait, why
Let
did he
me
get
check
dark?
my stuff because I don't remember.
I'm just going to wait for you guys by the doors.
Who has the light? Because Aslan. Okay, so I'm standing by Aslan because I can't see shit.
Uh,
I have the Lantern of Revealing up, Nanny. It's all good.
I do not have anything that would help.
Also, are you taking the mirror out with a rope?
That
Zayas?
or I would
Yes.
be shooting it.
It's brass. You're not going to break it with an arrow. All right.
I
so
cock my pistol and I say, I think the rope is a better idea anyway.
So, yoink.
all right. So you yoink it through, and as you yoink it, just give me an athletics check. DC 8.
That's why I'm
Not gonna be
doing
very
this
very
through
difficult.
a rope.
I'm seeing if you pull it through the door or if you pull it. So
Damn
you
it.
yank it as hard as you can, and it does immediately break the beam of sunlight. However, you don't yank it hard enough to get it through the door before the door slams shut.
Maybe you should invest in the god of cardio.
Do you need a help?
Oh,
late
it's
now.
too late. Our plan failed.
The door is closed.
It is
Yes.
closed. I will say it was a wonderful idea. It was simply poor execution on our part.
You should have
We
really
didn't-
asked
we
for
didn't-
us. It's the one thing I'm good at.
I had decided to do this myself. This is entirely my fault. So they will be able to figure this out quickly, so we don't have a lot of time.
It will still take them time. You still bought us some.
All right. So
Wait.
what are y'all doing?
Are the keys the same now that we've used them? Would I know that?
Consulting the stone, the keys have remained the same.
Okay. I was wondering maybe if it was like one of those things that like reset and changed once you used it.
Are there any differences on the doors around the room?
Two of the doors have actual hinges, 2 sets of them. These 2 over here. The rest are all your party's discovered fake.
Two sets of doors, 2 keys.
I don't think
What
we
was
need.
this one?
Do
No,
these have keyholes? Like, do we actually
have-
need the keys to open them?
Have
They
we
do not-
tried the handles?
Nobody's
Not
tried the
yet.
handles.
Because we were waiting to pull in the mirror.
Oh.
So
Can anyone hear Lorne?
Sometimes, because he's been speaking.
He
Yeah,
literally.
like right now?
Yeah, now
Yeah,
you
There you
can.
go.
We heard you before.
Okay. All right. So, assuming you can hear me right now, where I'm at
You're
right now are
muted.
the doors that have handles, right?
No, it
Yes.
says you're. Oh, okay, never mind.
those ones?
Then I am going to
Okay.
say, all right, everyone, stand back. And I'm assuming it's pull, not push.
You don't know.
I'm going to ready my
I'll
pistol
first try
to
one,
shoot
then the other.
All right. The doors.
any opponent or anything that comes through.
The doors push open very easily,
You have guidance.
and you.
Farida, do you want to push the upper doors open?
I can push it open.
Brendan?
Yep, you push the door open, revealing a chamber behind it.
Ooh, what's in here?
In this chamber, you see stairs rising up, presumably towards those bridges overhead. On the north wall, there's a 20-foot square fresco depicting dwarves battling goblins.
Lots of dwarven motifs in here. I wonder what that is.
Dwarven tomb, probably the best money could buy at a certain point.
Dwarven vault. We haven't really seen
Indeed.
much evidence of tombs.
Do I know what story this one is talking about?
Roll me a history check.
Are these stairs?
These are
Yes.
stairs. They go up.
What's at the
You
top?
don't
Is it
know.
dark?
You know the dwarves fight goblins fairly often, but you have no idea what particular battle this fresco is about.
I would actually like to look at the fresco. Does that signify any sort of religious story to me, like something, some story of Moradin or something?
Roll me a religion check. No, you are not aware of anything this might be depicting. These don't appear to be Moradin, just generic dwarves.
All right, just thought I'd check. Well, upstairs.
That's where I'm looking. Is there a light upstairs, or is it dark?
It's dark. There is no light anywhere in here beyond what Lizzie
What's the
and
stone
Asmodee
telling
are
you,
emanating.
Farad?
What is the stone telling me?
The stone is not doing anything now.
It's pretty quiet, but I'm assuming we have to go up these stairs.
I will send the drift globe up the stairs.
And I
All
will
right.
check for traps.
Roll me an investigation check. You don't find any traps. All right, I'm going to move you guys. If you guys want to get together, I'll move you to the next area.
Group hug.
Group hug! Nanny! Oh, there you are, Nanny.
I'm right in the middle.
Okay, everyone, bring it in.
I'm the tent pole of the group.
And because you moved, I didn't.
Yeah, somebody got out of the highlighted group.
It was Chris.
It was not me.
1, 2,
It
3,
was
4.
it was Zaius.
Zaius is
There we
running a
go.
scam. Get him.
Everybody's here now.
What is this? Not
Can
running
you
a
ping
scam?
it? Thank
Yeah,
you.
Okay, one of you guys ended up trapped in the dynamic lighting at one point, but you're okay now. All right, so on the top of the stairs, you guys encounter. Oh, encounter is a bad word. You guys see 3 pillars running the length of this long hallway. They're carved to resemble warhammers with their square heads pressed against the floor. The west wall bears a cracked mosaic that depicts a dwarf smith at the forge, crafting dwarves out of black metal and diamonds. And 3 archways in the east wall that lead to crumbling bridges that span the entrance foyer and end in front of adamantine doors.
Now that motif, I believe, is Moradin.
Okay, so there's there's like just carvings in the wall, or these statues.
These are mosaics.
Okay, mosaics depicting a dwarf crafting other dwarves. That
Out of black metal and diamonds.
Excellent. Religion 11.
Are those real diamonds?
They're paintings of diamonds. Well, a mosaic of diamonds.
Religion
Is,
15.
is there a reason why my vision isn't working properly?
You need glasses?
No. I mean my dark vision. I should have dark vision, and I only see like 30 feet. Thank you.
No, you're at 60. I didn't change anything. I just pulled it up. But yeah, it worked.
Yeah, like literally, I was seeing half as much, and now I see it all.
Yeah, that was weird. Okay, so where are you guys? What are your plans? You see 3 bridges that span the area below.
So
All of
Which bridge looks the sturdiest?
So the top and bottom bridges, you would have seen these from beneath, are complete but crumbling. The middle bridge is actually missing a section.
So what is it with ancient dwarven tombs and bridges that are not entirely safe or structured?
Usually time.
They were not very good engineers.
Clearly dwarves are the worst engineers.
See, the problem is they delve too deep and too greedily, and they don't spend enough time working on the bridges to get out.
Can we not be racist?
Evil.
I
Anyways,
heard they eat rats.
Can we take a running leap across the gap?
So that
can't.
one, give me an intelligence check for the one you're on. Honestly, that bridge looks fine. You could probably walk across it.
I will attempt to do so because I want to get this done.
Here's the
How
tent
much
pole.
I was gonna say, just before she does that, can I try and second guess her?
You may. She gets about halfway across the bridge by the time you do. So give me an intelligence check.
You
That's
can do it.
wisdom. match.
Azalin is going to go with Nenny Esme and take a running dash across this middle one.
Same here.
Okay. Leocor, you think it's probably fine too. All right, so
You don't
who's running
die.
across the middle one first before?
Yeah, Nanny will do the first one to make sure it's safe for everybody.
All right, so Nanny, you easily make the 15-foot jump. However, when your feet
Aaliyah Roya Jenkins.
when your feet hit the other side, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
That's not a good
As
thing.
a bit of the bridge crumbles beneath you. All right, just as Nanny, just as the bridge collapses beneath Nanny's feet and she starts to fall backwards, Farida, you reach the middle of your bridge, and it buckles a little bit under your weight and collapses. You guys both plummet 60 and impact into the foyer below.
Wait, is there
Wait, don't we have the featherfall thing?
Who has it?
I don't know who
Did I
gave the
buy a
parachute
token?
to.
I'm gonna roll a d6 to figure out who ended up with the parachute.
And
Not
is there
me.
enough?
I didn't want anything because I got the quill from Laeral, and that's all I.
And I've got this fetching pipe.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention when you were talking about that. So.
Yeah, I was in a subway station with no signal.
Brendan, is there enough time for Nanny to use her mighty tail to push through the air and get between Farida and the ground and take the damage?
No.
While raging.
No.
I'm out of rages.
We
It's a
didn't
new
use
day.
any of our rages today. We have all our rages back, Nanny.
All right, so then I'll rage. Can I rage as a bonus action before hitting the ground?
No, it's less than 6 seconds for you to hit the ground. You don't even get. There's no initiative. You just
So
impact.
what's the damage?
I'm looking up the thing now because I've forgotten exactly how fall damage works. I wasn't expecting you guys to fall.
D6 for 10 feet.
Excluding the first 5.
Starts
or first
running
10.
downstairs to see if he can rescue these people.
Don't throw
All
me
right,
into the tower,
Farida,
damn
you
it.
take 21 bludgeoning damage and end up prone on the floor below.
Ow.
Annie Esme, you take 23 bludgeoning damage and end up prone on the floor.
Nanny, are you all right? Oh, someone help Nanny.
There's a very
Whoever's
loud
dusting
echoing
this
thud
floor.
as each of them hit.
People.
Ouch.
That wasn't pleasant.
I'm going to. How far down of a drop is it?
It's 60 feet.
Never mind.
Don't worry, just get across and then throw down a rope.
Well, I think we can walk back up because we could see it from below before. So I'll
Yes,
just
you can
go
walk
over,
back up.
pick up Farida, and we will walk.
Stride of pride.
Yeah, we're gonna finish this race. We are gonna limp over the finish line.
More like limp of pride.
So we get back up to the bridge. What's on the other side? Is there an anchor point that we can loop a rope across?
No, it doesn't look like it. This might have had one before, but as soon as Nanny stepped on it, anything that was sticking out broke.
I hand Farida a potion of healing.
Well, I guess we head to
Thank
bridge
you.
number 3.
I'm going to volunteer to go down the lowest one. I would prefer some guidance before I do so.
You have it.
Roll me an intelligence check before you go across.
Thank you, Zayas, dear. Holy hell, that is not what I'm supposed to be at.
Roll your
You
guidance.
don't. You think what's left of this bridge could take maybe 150 pounds?
All right, Nanny Esme, I will tap you on the shoulder and say thank you for that.
Sorry, I missed it. You cut out at the end. What? Thank you for what?
Thank you for that. And then I was just rolling, so I heal you for 8 via Cure Wound.
Thank you.
All right.
Always
I'm not
here,
going to go down
good
that one.
boy, even though you're an intern, whatever that is. Is it a type
So-
of bug?
So with the middle bridge, how big is the gap?
The gap is about 15 feet.
Okay.
I can't. take
And
that.
based on the fact that I am not very strengthy of a person, how likely would it be that someone who is more strength-based could make it?
Anyone with a strength of at least 16 can make it.
We saw what happens when someone with a high enough strength makes it. They fall to the ground.
They get to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, the first person gets to make a dexterity saving throw. The section you fell on, what's left looks a little bit more sturdy than the section you touched.
Okay.
Oh, so we can try again?
I'm going to hand a rope to the next person who's going to try the jump.
I'll take the rope. I can take the damage, but this time I'm going to rage. I got to pump myself up.
I'm then also going to hand the other ends to about 3 people.
All right, yes, whoever's doing it next is parachuting.
Well, no, the idea is if you get over there with a rope, then we have an anchor point.
Well, then pass me the token, and I will. Does anybody have a better than 5 athletics for the jump?
No, but check.
I have a 2.
And
well,
I have a 7. I have a 7. Give me the parachute.
I don't think you should go. You're trying to get married to save your sister.
No. I'm trying to get my sister married because that's what she wants. To Mr. Bigley.
Who's making the jump?
I will.
Guess, yeah. Well,
All right. I will touch Lizzie and cast resistance on you. So you add a D4 to a saving throw of your choice.
And I will hand you a rope, and then I will have Nanny and Aslan and Farida, along with myself, ready to grab on, holding onto it, so that if you do go off the edge, you will only drop 20 feet before having to climb up.
Okay, I have the parachute.
Actually, probably closer to 30 feet, because it'll be up against the edge.
All right.
I have the parachute. I have the rope. Thank you all for your assistance. I will do a running jump and wish me luck.
All right, so you run, clear the gap easily. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
And add your D4.
As a little bit of the ground beneath you crumples. Not as much as with Nanny. And that is good enough.
Yes!
That is definitely good enough.
I made it, everyone!
Clear the gap. Some of the rocks fall again 60 feet, smashing onto the ground below. But Liz is across with a rope.
All right, Brendan, here's my suggestion. Nanny takes the end of the rope on this end. Lizzie takes the end of the rope on that end, and we use the rope to climb across this gap.
Yep, we could easily, the 2 of us could hold up one of you, no problem.
My query from before, Brendan?
What was your question?
I put it in chat.
I didn't see that.
Worded edgewise.
That appears to be... it is broken now. You don't think it's going to break anymore. You think what's fallen off is fallen off.
Right. Well, we're already committed to this bridge, so let's go from there.
All right, you guys cross the bridge. One by one, I'm not going to make you roll for it, and get to the other side. On the other side is a large adamantine door. Not as large as the ones beneath, but still impressive for dwarves to have built.
Well, their bridge engineering certainly leaves much to be desired.
Do we want to check it for traps, and then I'll mage hand it?
It doesn't look like mage hand is going to be enough. This is a heavy metal door.
Well, I will still check it for traps.
Roll an investigation.
I'm still guidance. No, I'm not. That would have been broken by resistance.
Your guidance now.
Okay.
You do not find any traps.
Even with a 17?
You don't find any traps. Why is this not good news?
Because it's a dungeon crawl. I'm suspicious of everything.
You have yet to find a single trap in this dungeon.
That means we've already triggered 5 of them.
Lizzie, would you mind throwing a bit of flour down at the end of this
Yes,
broken bridge?
that's actually quite clever. And I will throw some flour down.
Okay. There was now a coating of flour across the end of the bridge where you guys are.
Now we'll know if anyone's following us.
It's also going to be slippery.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
All right.
That assumes they just don't fly across.
Mhm.
So who's going to try and open the door?
We can't prepare for everything.
All right, it's there's no traps or anything on it. I can open the door.
Give me an athletics check.
Guidance.
Cracks and knuckles.
And
All right.
yeah.
You needed the guidance because the DC was 21. You just barely managed to open the door.
Ugh. This
But it
door
is
is
indeed
bigger
open.
than I thought. So what's
You
on the
did
other side?
spectacularly.
Thank you, Aslan.
All right. Inside the room, you see 4 suits of rusted plate armor minus helmets, sized for a dwarf. In each of the corners, each suit is draped in cobwebs. Dwarvish runes are carved into the far wall. You see on the walls of the room, you see various carvings of dwarven imagery. Aslan, roll me in a religion check. Zaius, you as well.
Excellent. 14.
Okay, with that 14, you recognize some of the imagery on the walls as being the dwarven god of secrets, Dumathoin. Dumathoin.
Hmm.
I think you had it right the
Duma.
first time.
Dumathoin.
Dumathoin.
Okay, so I recognize the dwarven god of secrets. Let me just Dumathoin.
And there is dwarvish dwarvish runes on the wall.
I'm going
Okay.
to take a seat and, as a ritual, cast Detect Magic.
Okay, you do so. While that's going on, is anybody doing anything?
I will keep a lookout for anyone following us.
Yeah, I can't really do much, so I'll just stand at the door.
Yeah, just
I will ask one of our resident clerics who's not currently casting a spell via ritual. Say, what do you know about this deity?
Well, according to the great and mighty tome of the ancient Wikipedias, Dumathoin is the patron of mountain dwarves, dwarf deity of mining and underground exploration, protector of the dwarven dead. Also known as, is this the right dwarf? Protector,
Hidden
earth
gift.
knowledge protection. I'm sorry?
The closest thing the dwarves have to a god
Yes.
of secrets.
Also cavern, craft, dwarf, metal. Not a very secretive dwarf, but also a the god
Buried
you
secrets
pray,
and wealth.
yes, the god you pray to when you're designing vaults, for example.
Could someone take a look at the suits of armor?
I cast my Lantern of Revealing at them.
Nothing.
And so nothing invisible is there.
I'm just being paranoid ever since.
I will poke each suit of armor in turn.
At the 10-foot pole. Here's the 10-foot pole.
So you poke them. One of them actually just fall over when you poke it and collapse into a bunch of little pieces
It
of
appears that
armor.
I am a fool of a took.
Lizzie, dear, can you point that lantern out towards the bridge?
Oh yes, absolutely. I pointed out towards the bridge.
Nothing.
I will do that at semi-regular intervals.
Okay. I would like to sort of inspect the suits of armor and just kind of look around and see how are they mounted, and what's on the inside and the underside of the helmets, that sort of thing. So I would like
pretty standard armor stands. They don't appear to have any traps associated with them. They're not doing anything. They are simply mundane armor that is sitting there.
Anybody? Let's start looking for secret doors.
You don't find any blood seals written on the inside of any of the armor.
Okay, so secret doors. I want to try a check.
Oh, the Lantern of Revealing reveals secret doors as well.
You do not find any secret doors.
Any half plate in here?
It's only invisible creatures and objects.
Yeah, so we actually need to look for secret doors. Okay, so to whomever is actually doing the primary search, that I'm assuming is Leo, you have guidance.
Cool.
And
you have to forgive me, my mouse does not have a working scroll wheel.
While Leo is doing his check, is the stone telling me anything?
I will also assist.
Stone is telling you nothing at this exact.
I will assist by pointing at things with my pipe, because if you have a pipe, you can point at things.
Ooh, can I bang
just like
on?
Father.
Can I bang on the wall with my axe and listen for a hollow?
What does my roll make a me see?
You find nothing with your investigation.
Not even the 22?
Nope. You feel
Not
like there's
even-
something in this room, but you don't know what it is, and you can't seem to find it. The only thing that seems to mark this room is as unique is the carvings of Dumathor.
Oh, I know. What if we put on the armor, and I will put on one helmet and start putting on helmets on everyone else?
The helmet
smells
doesn't
like
really
hair oil.
fit you correctly. Your snout is peeking through like the face guard.
I figured it'd be like a fez on Nanny.
So you said that there's various bits of plate armor here. Are there half plate?
No.
Oh, I can't wear any armor then.
It's also like rusted.
Yeah,
not rusted.
right.
It's just not. It's not real armor.
Okay, so it's all like
armor that is decorated.
Okay, so I'm looking around at the armor stands themselves. Do they present themselves in any sort of pattern?
Before Nanny knocked one over, no, they were all simply standing at attention, facing the center of.
Okay, I will walk to the one that Nanny knocked over, and I will put the armor back on the stand.
All right, takes about 10 minutes. At this point, Aslan's spell has completed. You see nothing of any sort of magic within the room.
Except that with which we have on us?
Indeed.
Okay. I want to... I'm having a moment where my own ability to intelligently figure out things is gapping, but my character should be able to figure this out. It's something to do with the god. It's something to do with the fact that he's a trickster. What is the most obvious trick that could be played in this room? I don't know what it is off the top of my head. But is there some sort of check I could roll to try and figure out something like that?
Roll me an insight check. Pretty high DC. I'm gonna say 20.
All right. I just took off my guidance because I don't have it for this. Nope. I
You're
am
not
not
sure.
having a good night. But I do voice that out loud to the rest of the party.
Okay.
I
would
was
like to
thinking
see-
we have to whisper a secret into the armor, but that could just be.
Let's not reveal all of our secrets just yet.
Ooh, but let's pick a
gentlemen.
secret.
I think Zaya should go first.
I go up to one of the full sets of armor and I whisper to it my deepest, darkest secret. The one that you actually know, Brendan.
Nothing happens when you do that.
Secret didn't work, guys.
Well, what? Maybe we should try twice. I will go up to one of the standing ones. Sometimes when I'm really hungry, I wish I had eaten Lizzie.
That's a secret.
Have you ever told anyone this secret before?
No.
Is it a true secret that Nenny Esme knows?
Yes.
Because you announced it out loud to the entire room. Lizzie included. A small section of the floor starts to go down, and like in a circle, it begins to form a spiral staircase. Which was a section of the stone that was previously completely flush with the floor. Becomes a spiral staircase descending down.
Holy crap. What did I do?
You have made your future your future relations with your ward very difficult for the next little while.
Don't make any presumptions about me.
Okay, so
Zayas.
question for the DM. The door did not descend all the way, correct?
No, it descended all the way. There's
Okay.
a spiral staircase. You did
All
not
right.
speak it out loud.
No, I whispered it.
Speak it loud enough for the party to hear.
Yeah, you basically have
Ah.
to reveal a secret.
And that was just a
Wow.
little bit of backstory between me and Lizzie. That's how we met. Was I almost ate her when she got too close to the swamp.
Thank goodness Nanny is loud, because I was about to go over and whisper into the armor so it wouldn't have been heard either.
Yeah, no, I
What's the point of revealing a secret if you don't reveal the secret?
Oh, I'm
enough.
going to reveal mine at the end.
All
Oh,
right.
really?
Yep.
Some god of secrets. You have to reveal your secrets for him to.
Well, because at the end of the campaign, it's not going to matter
He's
anymore.
like the shadow broker, but not all convoluted with what's her face after Ari.
Anyway, looking down the hole, any obvious signs of trap?
Roll me an investigation check.
Nope. I go forward.
All right. The spiral staircase continues downward for quite a while. Eventually, you enter into. Let me move you to a tiny group again. Stop moving.
I have not moved my character. You can't blame this on me.
No, you did not move this time. This time it was
Ian.
Patrick.
I
Was it
didn't
Patrick?
move.
I could have sworn I saw Ian's token move. Oh well.
No, it
There's
was
one Ian.
Aslan that moved to
You guys both have a white background. I
In
was
fairness,
zoomed way out.
I considered it after
because
you said
Aslan
don't
is on
move.
top
I
of
moved
Ferda.
closer.
Moving on,
Yeah,
guys.
but you
Come on.
moved. Anyway, although deep underground, this vault is lit by streams of sunlight that pour down from the ceiling, catching motes of dust in their luminous pools. Ornate columns support a 30-foot high vaulted ceiling, which is adorned with carvings of dwarves basking in the presence of their gods. Deep alcoves line the walls, and piled in one of them is a vast golden trove. Out of the dusty gloom steps an aged dwarf, clutching a staff carved and painted to resemble a pair of entwined dragons, one red and one gold. Despite the dwarf's age, his eyes are steady and bright. I wasn't expecting anyone, he says plainly. As you can see, the place is a mess. Perhaps you should come back later after I've tied it up a bit.
I'm just looking to see what my notes were for
Arnax.
when Arnax, and I
Arnax.
say
Ferida will say it out loud and step forward.
I will curtsy.
That's
Sir
that's
Arnax.
me, yeah. I'm Arnax. It's nice to meet you. What are y'all doing down here?
we've been sent by the this is a repossession job by the duly noted authorities, of course. We're here to take possession of a fair-sized chunk of what you could say would be valuable goods, and return it to the surface where the rightful owners would like it back.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Excellent. And I will do so with guidance because I have this cantrip and I need to do it. Where's my persuasion?
Did Lord Neverember send you then?
The Open Lord of Waterdeep sent us, yes.
The Lord of Waterdeep sent.
The Open Lord of Waterdeep.
It's a
I did
specification
not
he would know.
play games with words. Did DeGalt send you?
Not DeGalt. Leyrol.
Oh, and his son. Neverember's son sent us.
Oh yes, Rainier Neverember.
That's it.
Sent us.
Him I know.
Let's Mr. Oranax. Let's
Oranax is fine.
Oranax. I suspect that you're not exactly as you appear, and that's fine by me. But I assure you that we are here representing the Neverembers, and we are here to retrieve what is theirs.
Roll me a deception check. Everybody, roll me a
25.
deception check.
We're technically not lying.
I actually want to cast Legend Lore.
Okay.
If I can learn anything about Oranax.
You have legend lore?
It's the
Stone of
Golor.
Golor.
It is an artifact.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
It just lets you cast legend lore whenever you want.
I
Up
love
to
how
3
the
times a day, I
cleric.
think it is.
I love how the cleric was being our face.
That's what I rolled this character to be.
Yeah,
You
but
will
I have a
All right.
see the
49.
days.
So, you cast Legend Lore.
Jumped in anytime you want.
What you learn of Oranax is that he made a deal with DeGalt to guard the gold in exchange for a giant pile of gem.
Right.
You learn of that his nature is not what it seems, and that he may be there may be more to him than meets the eye.
But it doesn't tell me what that is.
No.
I suspect.
Do I have to, like, is that do I know that's something I can figure out if I cast Legend Lore again? Because I can cast up to 3 times a day. And I'm willing to spend everything because I want to know everything there is to know about this guy.
I don't know if you can repeatedly use Legend Lore on one thing.
It doesn't say that I can't.
No, but you won't get different information.
Oh, I'll get the same information. Okay, I'm assuming I would know that. Okay, so I know that he was tasked with guarding it in exchange for the gems. So while they're doing that, I'm going to kind of ignore it and I'm going to step forward and I'm going to be, why would Dagalt ask you to guard it for the gems? Just bold as Billy be frigged.
Oh, you know more than I would expect. And he looks closely and he sees the stone in your possession.
I wink at him.
Come forward, little one.
I step forward.
It has been a long time since I have been on the surface. How did Degalt lose control of Waterdeep? And
Shit, I'm drawing a blank. I know it, but I can't remember right now. I think he was disgraced, but I can't remember how.
Well,
He
this would have been
embezzled.
recent. This would have been recent.
he
history for
embezzled
us.
500,000
Yeah.
dragons from the city of
No.
Waterdeep,
Oh,
which are
that's
currently sitting in the alcove on the far side of the room.
I thought there was more to it than that. That's why I'm just like, oh my god, what is it? What is it? What is it? Okay. Your dear Dagalt stole from the city of Waterdeep about 10,000 gold dragons, I'd say.
500,000.
500.
Oh, sorry, 500,000.
Yes, 400,000 gold.
500,000.
His eyes narrow, and you get the sense that this is not. You figured out this dwarf is not a dwarf,
Oh yeah, no shit.
but you get a sense that this is something much, much larger than a dwarf. He feels bigger, even as he looks shorter than any of you.
Yeah, so I'm going to step
Well,
back
shit.
here, and I'm going to say,
Roll me a persuasion check, Farida.
Me? Okay. With advantage, consider I'm telling the truth?
No.
That sucks.
Does he look threatening? Should fighters be stepping up?
I'll move here.
Yeah, and I'll
Oh,
move
no.
up there.
Zaius is genre savvy enough, I think, to know what he's talking to right now.
Oh, the second Zaya starts walking away is the second Nanny starts walking towards whatever the
Aranax's
problem is.
eyes glow bright gold.
It's a dragon, isn't it?
I think we always
yeah.
knew it was a dragon.
I'm just gonna
Does
hide
he-
out over here.
Does he
Odds are
say
you-
anything to me?
That inside roll of 19.
Well, she wasn't exactly lying. He did embezzle money.
It's a good thing that he got a 19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it means that he knows I'm telling the truth, but moving on.
Perhaps I allowed greed to overcome me in accepting this deal with the gold. The gold is not yours, but it does belong to the city, I suppose, and should be returned to it.
That is what we have come to do.
Yes, and so as Julie,
Assemble, speak to the open lord and get her to come down here. With that, I will return the gold.
we could potentially do this. By the way, as we are going to fetch, her name is Laurel Silverhand. By the way, as we are going to fetch Lady Silverhand, there may be another who comes here. He is a master of disguise. He has a silver tongue, and he is very explicitly not interested in returning the gold to the people of Waterdeep. He is, in fact, very interested in keeping the gold for himself. So
I highly doubt Aranax will allow anyone else to make off with the gold in between us leaving and us returning with the open lord. And as I turn back to Aranax, I'm going to say, but you should be advised that we have come across imposters in our dealings. I trust you have ways to see through such things.
I can see through many things.
Excellent. We believe that he primarily utilizes a hat of disguise, although potions of invisibility might not be out of the question. I just going to suggest caution. That's all.
Does anyone have
Alright.
sending? We could just save some time and cast a sending spell, and she could just come here.
I think it's time to split the party.
Do any of you have sending or any other method of communicating telepathically?
Did we bring any of the orphans? Because we could send
Well,
them to do it.
I mean,
No.
clerics get it. I don't know if they have it prepared.
I don't.
Well, I have 40 movement speed. Do you want Nanny to just do the movement while you guys sit and chat?
It might be too much.
Well, or you run, because you also have a 40 movement speed, and I make tea for everyone.
Well, no.
Thank
What
you.
I'm saying is, I'm afraid if one person goes by themselves, they'll just get caught by Mr. No Pants.
Well, there's 2 barbarians that move 40 feet. We could run there and back. How far, Brendan, are we from?
You are at least 2 hours from getting out of the vault and out all the way to the castle ward and get.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and get in the castle ward anyway. You'd have to then get back.
Well, if clerics get sending and they just don't have it prepared today, we could just take a nap in here and then get casted in the morning.
But we might as well just leave then, because it'll take us the same amount of time to get there.
But it would
True.
mean nobody can get past us.
Exactly, that's what I
We,
was
we would
thinking.
agree to stand guard here until the rightful open Lord of Waterdeep marches in with her forces to secure the funds.
Yeah, I'm not sure Oranax will stand for that.
We don't
I
have to
would-
stay here. We can go upstairs one level and wait in one of the smaller chambers that we could probably guard a little bit.
Mr. Oranox, would you like me to make some tea for yourself
He's-
and our compatriots so we are not impressing on your time and a very nice home?
Personally, I would prefer to be able to set up a defensive line with, is it Ornax?
Oranax.
Oranax. With Oranax able to assist us should we need to actually, use that defensive line.
If someone comes in here to take the gold, your assistance will not be required.
He has an army and guns are really, really terrifying. They almost killed Zeus here with one shot.
Do I know what he is now? Do I know what Oranax is?
You guys, give me an Arcana check.
I can't do that.
Seriously?
I
He's
assume he's a
something.
dragon.
I assume he's a dragon too,
Out
but
of
it's fair to
character,
know
yes,
that.
you all
Can I-
assume the dragon.
Can I do it untrained?
I mean, Leo
You
is
can.
assuming he's a dragon.
I
because
will
that's
actually
what
give Nanny advantage, because Nanny is from a swamp with a well-known dragon.
Do you smell like a dragon?
He doesn't
a
smell like a
well-known
dragon.
dragon.
Yes, a well-known dragon. Nanny, you get the sense that this might be a dragon.
But they all know it's a dragon. We've all kind of assumed. So
As
I will do.
players.
Okay, so I will go. But you don't have to. Leo is right. He could make a defensive, and we could make a nice dinner, and we will have a snack, and yeah, we could set it up at the bridge, and even make the bridge fall down.
My worry is that he will
Watch.
come in here with the ability to, plane shift or some other means of incapacitating you. And if we're not here to help defend,
I'm
it's
hardier
screwed.
than I look. And this
That's
temple.
Everything has its weaknesses. I'd
Vault.
rather not put all of our hope on one and
This
have that
vault.
magically be countermanded.
This vault is heavily warded. Nothing can leave without using its own 2 feet.
Oh, can I say?
Okay. That actually will
Nothing can enter.
alleviate most of my problems. Okay,
via
never mind then.
magic.
Can I say to him
You
in
cannot
Draconic-
communicate with magic.
So we have to leave anyway. We can't just rest here and do the sending thing.
Well, we could walk outside the zone.
Go get your lord.
Let's just go, guys. Come on,
Ah.
let's stop talking about this and
Take a
move.
nap. And he begins walking backwards. And as he
I
walks
will-
into the darkness, you guys begin to hear his footsteps grow louder.
I will just before he does that, I will first make sure that Lizzie has been doing a 360 with her lantern,
Yep, that's what I've been doing.
and no one was within the beam at any time.
Nobody was within the beam.
Well, okay, cool. I will then say, we want to use a password for when we arrive so that you know it is us and not people in disguise. And then I will establish some cryptic password that will make sense that I can't think of at the moment.
Can see perfectly fine through disguises.
We already established that.
I
And
just like
as he's
having
saying
redundancies.
As he's saying this, you hear what sounds like crunching in the dark.
And I will take my leave.
You should probably not piss off the dragon.
Yeah.
All right, you
He also
guys.
smells like a bit like a dragon.
You guys walk down the staircase. And upon entering the room at the top of the staircase, you hear talking outside. On the foyer, 60 feet below, are 4 individuals. You see the 3 drow you saw earlier you had captured. Looking a little bit ragged, but definitely fully healed. In addition, you see a 4th drow you have not seen before.
Does he have an eye patch?
Does he have a no or tight pants?
He has pants on. He has extremely expensive looking fine clothing over intricate leather armor, which peeks through in a few places.
It's
A
Jarlax.
long, flowing purple robe.
And
A purple hat with a large white feather in it.
is it big and floppy?
An eye patch. It is big and floppy.
Okay, good.
Oh, we wanted to bang the villain.
You do not
And
want
a
to bang the
remarkably
villain unless
handsome
with a
face.
hammer.
Even from this distance, he looks striking.
Roguishly
is-
handsome, I believe, is the proper term.
Yes.
Can I throw something at him when I clearly, if it's Zardos, you get
It's
away
not
from these.
Zardoz.
Oh,
Clearly.
No.
It's clearly... He's fully clothed and he's a drow.
But does he have like some of that Zardoz swag?
He
Was
has that Zardoz charisma.
oh wait, is it Dritz?
No.
Jarlaxle.
Who?
Jarlaxle.
Bainra.
Yeah, Bainra.
Baneray.
Bainray?
That's how
I've
we
always
pronounce
pronounced it. I've always
That-
pronounced it Bainra.
That's how everybody at the Epic for Dungeons and Flagons was pronouncing it.
Now, here's the next question. Is Jarlaxle
The
in
rapier
fact
is
Zardoz?
familiar.
Yes.
The
Oh,
rapier is the one that Zardoz wielded.
And
Oh, we wanted to bang him.
Hello?
Yes.
Anybody
we
up
did.
there? Roll me a group stealth check.
Okay.
Damn it.
Yeah, no, Farida's not being stealthy.
Oh, wait, can we just throw the axe?
16,
Can I
not yet.
just throw a hand axe at him?
Do you want to fight him? He could smoke us.
I don't want to fight him, but there's no point in stealthing in Farida's mind.
We could stealth past him. I mean, I have a good feeling about this.
Right?
Yeah,
Did anybody
I
beat a
don't.
26?
No.
Yep.
Ah, hey!
I could have if I rolled a nat 20.
I'm
Actually, I
down
would have
here.
tied.
Thank you all. You can come down now.
Yeah, Farida's heading down. Like, she's didn't stop. She didn't slow down. She's going down.
Are you wearing pants?
Whether
I was
he is,
always wearing pants.
Thank God.
Too bad. You look better without them, darling.
Are they visible?
They're visible now. He always had pants.
Oh, I know he always had pants. It's more, are they visible now?
So how
So-
does Farida get down the stairs? Does she jump across? Can she just like climb down with a rope?
The rope is still there.
All right, she climbs down.
All right, I'm just gonna move you guys to here.
We saw your dragon.
That's fine.
We know it's a dragon.
You already knew it was dragon.
Aha.
Well, it'd be stupid to leave just one dwarf.
I say, look. Zardoz, Jarlaxle, whatever your name actually is, you don't want to go up there. It's not going to end well for you. But I won't stop you. Unless you make me stop you.
I don't think you could if you wanted to.
I mean, he could certainly try.
I wouldn't recommend it, my friends.
I
Really,
didn't
though-
say he'd necessarily succeed in doing it, but he would definitely give it an effort.
Really, though, you've all been so helpful.
Yeah.
It would have taken me at least 2 more days to make it down here on my own. Your mirrors, by the way, very helpful. Very, very helpful.
Do I believe him about that 2-day?
It's bordering on sarcasm. He rolled really poorly and you tied. You can't quite tell if it's sarcasm or not. It's just perfectly on that edge.
Zaius will smirk and go, right. Well, I mean, you've clearly worked very hard to find your way down here. And please, I don't suspect that we would want to fight you in such a place such as this. I mean, clearly, after all, we're working for the same team. Am I right? Question mark?
Indeed. Now, if you'll excuse me, and I do apologize for this, but I need to go return this gold to Leiro.
Yeah.
Without you.
Uh-huh. And I've got my hand behind my back over my crossbow. Yeah, huh?
So, we could do this, a couple of ways. My men could just keep you down here for the next couple of days while I figure everything out. Or we could do it the less fun way.
There isn't a third way, but you won't like it, and it involves something big and gold. And it's not a
Oh.
pile of coins.
Oh, you'll find some big gold down there, I assure you.
I'm very well informed. I'm aware.
Oh, I'm not sure how well aware you are.
Wait, I thought you were a drow. Now you're saying you're aware? Aware what?
Where drow, Nanny? A where drow?
Brilliant.
Now, as I said, there are a couple of ways we could do this. Which way do you want?
I think it's the one where we go back and get the big ass dragon.
You wouldn't make it up the stairs.
Nor, apparently, would we make it out the door. Am I to catch your meaning there, yes?
Yes.
So, but okay, out of
It appears that we're at an
character.
impasse.
Out of character. By the logic that has been given to us, we have 2 choices: surrender and die, or put up a fight. Right?
No, the 2 options that he gave, the 2 options he gave you were surrender and don't die, or put up a fight.
Wait, I feel like
What's in it for us?
our impasse is missing something, and Nanny will pull out her pistol from her purse and hold
Before
it up
that
like
happens,
there.
Ferda wants to know what's in it for them, if for this group, if we surrender and allow Jarlaxle to take the credit.
Your lives, I think those are pretty good. I'll go. Tell you what, Farida. You are lovely. You as well, Lizzie. And Zaius. You are also quite striking.
Don't flatter yourself.
I'm sure we could come to an arrangement.
Yes.
That kind of arrangement, darling, is fleeting at best.
Yes.
I was thinking something a bit more tangible and permanent.
At this point in the conversation, you guys hear a familiar voice ring out, and an unfamiliar Zaius. You recognize the voice before anyone else does.
Mm-hmm.
A voice that is normally mildly annoyed with you.
Oh, God damn it.
They're down here!
This is
marching
turn
into the room.
Giant pile up, isn't it?
Is that
marching
that's your
into
friend?
the room are Layrel Silverhand, Yalister Silvermane, and 6 heavily armored members of the city.
Yes, Lady Silvermane. The
Silverhand.
Guardian Silverhand. Yes, Lady Silverhand. The Guardian of the tomb is behind us, up the stairs, across the bridge. I'm sorry, it's a bit broken, and is waiting for your word to release the gold, which we have negotiated for you.
Wait, is that the right Silverhand? We already seen one that was fake. Wait,
He can see through disguises.
I assure you, I am the real Silverhand.
But that's what the fake one said.
Allow me to prove it. And she steps aside and erupts into a silver flame.
Oh yeah, that's the real deal.
Yes, as I was saying, Oranax downstairs is ready to return the gold to you at a moment's notice.
Oh,
with
yes.
Our blessing.
I helped.
You helped
he didn't.
nothing.
I cast Zone of Truth on the drow.
I cast an overlapping Zone of Truth.
Oh!
Okay, he's going to make a charisma saving throw.
He's going
right?
to
be fine,
He's
but
gonna
his
be-
friends might not be.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I did help. Not help. I didn't help. God damn it.
Zone of Truth.
He rolled
Succeeds as
the
always.
first poor roll he's made all campaign.
Please
You
tell
rolled
me
a
it was like a
nat
natural
1.
2. Nat 1?
Natural
Yes.
Oh,
which is
boy.
still and it makes up for the 18, 19, and 20 he's rolled on stealth tonight.
Deus just grins from ear to ear and sort of like, backhands a low 5 towards Aslan.
I'll fine. Layrel, Lizzie, Zaius, the offer still stands.
You would be the last
Back
one
to the
in the
screen.
world to be prevailed of hold on. You
Wait
were
a second.
I'm sorry.
I
Your
want to say the quote.
Hold on a second. Your offer was, let you take all the credit or you will kill us.
No, he was talking about the other arrangement for Ferda, I think, not Laryl. And
I believe it was the
Farida-
orgy.
yes.
Farida, Zaius, and Lizzie.
I think
No.
it's time to return to your milk nipple captain. And if you don't, I
He
think
is
I
the
might
captain.
bite your head off.
I am
Intimidation?
Zardoz.
I look at Zardoz and I say, you know what gets me off? Power. And you have none.
Bad.
I have
No.
more than you think.
Ferda smiles and just says, dinner on your ship tomorrow.
That sounds lovely.
He's a scoundrel, Farida. He tricked us. He lied to us. He's a criminal.
He is sexy as hell, and he is a powerful man.
There's loads of sexy, powerful men out there.
And I happen to like this one.
And she'll find others when she's done with him, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I give you inspiration for that?
As an aside, I want to whisper to her, you are planning to be the Black Widow in this, right?
We'll see how it goes.
All right.
Good on you.
And with that, Laeral orders her men to start getting the gold out and up towards the city. You all have completed the campaign.
Holy shit, we actually completed the campaign
yeah.
tonight?
And I want everybody to give a special thanks to one Zaya Strauss for being a member of the Lord's Alliance and getting that as a result. Because otherwise, you would have not had Laeral Silverhand and Alistair Silvermane show up.
Wow.
Really?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Power has its advantages.
I mean, you would have had somebody show up because 4 of you are in factions, but that was the best one. So that's the one.
All right. I don't even have to do the final episode intro where I actually do Sam, Cleric of Asmund.
I was not
Damn.
expecting to finish tonight. That was very good. You guys didn't get distracted by the 20 different things in the tomb.
And I don't have to knit coverings for strippers.
I will say that, Farida, when you go there the following night, you are not the only girl in the room. Because he literally has 2 women who sit in his room all day.
I'm fine with that.
Yep, that is in the book.
He's a scoundrel! He's the last person I would
There's
ever prevail
literally-
upon to marry. There we go, I said the
He
quote.
literally has a bisexual couple that lives in his room.
I am totally fine with this. Farida's totally fine with this.
What does boom chicka bow wow sound like on a harp that I'm sure he has in his room?
I think it's pluck, pluck, a pluck, pluck.
I don't know.
So by the way, you
I
guys
think
all
it's
gain an additional 8 treasure checkpoints.
Sorry,
Okay,
we
so-
earned how much? What?
8 treasure checkpoints
Awesome.
for returning the gold to the city of Waterdeep.
Okay, so
I missed that.
You get 8 treasure checkpoints for returning the gold to the city of Waterdeep.
So 8 on top of the 2 and 2, yes?
Yes. And this is because you're tier 2. This is tier 2 treasure checkpoints.
Aha, excellent.
Yeah, 8 treasure checkpoints. It is in the content catalog.
So 10 all told.
And I get to make a character who starts with 8.
Ooh, very nice. You
That was
start with
good,
a plus
Brendan.
1 weapon.
That was really good.
That was fun, yeah.
And as
What
the,
season are we playing next?
Well, I actually went ahead. If you guys want, I'm running Water like Mad Mage, so I have all the stuff for Roll20 already. So I've actually already gone ahead and created the game for it. So I'm already running it, so I don't want to run it because I don't actually want to play it. But if you guys want to continue with that, I can make somebody DM for it, and we can just hop into there.
Sorry, did we get 2 or 3 advancement checkpoints?
We played for like 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
We can round it up to 3.
Yeah, we'll say 3. We've played enough over for this campaign.
Okay. Zayas is now level 6.
You guys didn't even get to see Laeral fight. I'm very disappointed. She's got some serious spells.
I
was
did want to
prepared-
tackle him.
I was
Isn't she
prepared-
like a level 24 caster?
She's a 19th level spellcaster, and she has a flame tongue.
Now, is it
Ooh,
still
goddamn.
canon that she doesn't actually have most of her magic anymore, though? And
It
that she's
is.
hiding that?
Hmm.
So she doesn't have most of her magic, and yet
Her stat block is still a 19th level spellcaster, despite that.
yeah,
Well, I
so
mean, like,
she has
she's
a
still-
lot of powerful spells.
She's still a chosen of Mistra. She's lived how many centuries? And though her magic may be lost, she is making ample and very intelligent use of centuries-old talismans and magical artifacts.
This is the fire thing, by the way.
Whoa, what the?
She has that.
Oh, she has
The Silver
that.
Fire of Mistra, yeah.
Oh, wow.
She can revivify just at will.
Did we earn any magic item unlocks?
No. You didn't kill Gallister, or not Gallister, Jarl Axel. So you didn't have his
Aw.
items.
I mean, I kind of
reward.
wish we had taken the fight to him with our backup.
I was prepared to. I was ready to
Oh,
go.
I leveled up.
He
I was
was
ready
not
to
going to
bestow-
fight with Layril in the room.
I was ready
His
to bestow
his
curse on this man.
goal in this campaign is to secure legitimacy for Luff.
Maybe
Pirates.
he wanted Wednesdays off too, just like Nanny.
Does this mean that finally? I'm sure the reward money we get is enough for my sister to marry Mr. Bingsley and to fix up Longborough.
It absolutely is.
So,
in addition,
yeah, go ahead.
So Davil Starsong, having been released from prison, asks Farida for a little bit of the gold to keep his branch of the Zentarum afloat in Waterdeep.
I do.
Floon Blagmar asks for 500 gold to cover a gambling debt from you guys.
How much cash did we get from this?
This is all roleplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but like, did we get hundreds of thousands or just thousands?
The city itself recovered 500,000 gold. In the book, how much does she give you? She gives you 50,000 gold pieces.
Okay, I'm still not giving Floon $500. That's not happening.
500 gold.
500 gold. Nope. You're on your own, son. If Volo wants to get 500 gold from me,
Volo wants 5,000 gold.
Why?
To fund an expedition.
Can
To
you
where?
Can
Schalt.
you wait on that?
For which he'll give you special mention in said masterwork.
Joy?
Do you give him the 5,000 gold?
You know what? If he takes me with him, I'll give him the 5,000 gold.
You're not
Why,
going to stay on Port the Sea Maidens Fair.
Zayas.
Oh yeah, no, I'll stay.
I'll pull Zayas aside. If you really think about this, you're going to get a special mention in a book. Make that mention words of your choosing that bring favor to perhaps your deity to those who would understand it, or perhaps would even make them come look at your deity.
You know, Azalin, I think we'll make something out of you yet. And then smash cut to credit. No?
No, that's not how it ended. That's not how it happened at all. And then it all goes back to the beginning. And it's all from Nanny's point of view.
Also, as
And
a result
they
of you
thought
guys
this
not
would
returning
every day.
As a result of you guys not loaning the gold to Floon, he disappears.
What? Well,
Nope.
I mean, I'm sure we have 5,000 gold between us.
500.
Or 500, we can do that.
Volo can get my 5,000 gold. Floon?
I'll do it. I'll do
That's
it to
on him.
Floon. I
Floon
will.
does not die
share.
to his mysterious gambling debt, or loan sharks, rather.
That's coming out of your share.
Wait, does that
I
make
know.
Lizzie a Floonsy?
No, I'm just believing being nice. Ugh.
Never mind. That was
Alright,
out of
and
character.
that'll be it for
That
this
habit
campaign.
here.
Aslan makes a serious tithe to the Temple of Mistra and graduates and is no longer a student.
All right, Nanny, what are you doing with your money?
And Nanny starts a successful finishing school where all the kids, both poor and rich, go to learn great life lessons. It really starts as a kind of thing like owning an Apple phone. It's all for the prestige, but it ends up the city gets so much better with the love of Harry.
Aww. I assume the orphans get to go. The orphans that you guys adopted.
Of course,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
a part of our war
Kidna-adopted.
band.
I am going to keep my orphan with me as I become Jarlaxle's mistress and help him gain credibility for the city of Luskan.
Okay. Yeah, what
I
are you
should say
doing?
one of his mistresses, to be fair.
Yeah, there are literally 3. And half
Well,
the crew.
What do you mean, three mistresses?
Well, I mean,
After
four,
her?
4 now.
No,
Oh,
3 now.
after her.
Well,
so
Zaius is going to be a little disappointed, but go ahead, Leo.
One of them is a gymnast.
You wanted to be 5. You're
Leo, go ahead.
Leo takes his earnings, and no one ever sees Leo again. However, there is this mysterious Jacques Travail, who looks very much like him, who wanders the streets as a lowly commoner.
He was a charlatan the whole time.
Yep.
Mr.
So
Lipwig.
So his
The
real
whole
name
time I was playing my second identity.
Oh, excellent. No, I'm fine with that. To each their own. Well, I mean, first of all, Zaius is going to take up Aslan's suggestion and suggest to Volo that the words should definitely be to the effect of seek power in those who would in those who would share it to those who know best, and those exact words or something to that effect would definitely be code word for potential followers of Asmodeus. And with Zaius's money, he will definitely be infiltrating higher Waterdamian society and making connections and leading people down the right paths.
Wait, did Zaius and Danny just do Good Omens?
No, this is not a good omen.
I meant the TV show and book, but yeah.
Oh, I don't actually know Good Omens.
Sort of, yes.
And Steph, I believe, is the last person.
Well, I wanted to fix up my family's estate of Longborough, and I wanted to make sure that my sister Jane can marry Mr. Bingsley. Then I will go and train and become a dual fighter and barbarian, and bring the pride to the Barrett clan and lead the war band to greatness.
The war band of very well-mannered children.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Very well-mannered and very martial children.
Well, then you have to come back to the school.
I'll be teaching there, of course. I'll split my time. I gotta help Jane, and I gotta help Father. And hopefully Mother has come back from the Shambhala.
You've got a residency at the school.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're opening a school, Nanny asked me. I had no idea. Allow me to provide my services for free.
Oh, that's perfect. So
teacher.
when he offers that, I'll take him in. Now, kids, this is
Teacher.
Mr. Zaius Strauss. And Mr. Zaius Strauss helped me with a big adventure. Now, what you need to know is this is what a liar looks like. Are you looking good?
And hearty chuckle. Oh, Nanny Esme, you're such a kidder. My name is Mr. Strauss, and I'll be your philosophy teacher. Now,
Oh, no,
let's
he is
discuss
just a kidding. He is your
objectivism.
algebra teacher, because algebra is a lie. And I'll give you an algebra book and leave.
With how out of shape he is, he could be a gym teacher.
I was going to
I could
say,
be a
why
good
not
teacher.
Jim?
Because algebra is a lie. A is not a number.
Now, little Johnny, it looks like you're having trouble climbing the rope. We could talk to someone who could help you with that skill.
Okay, please stop. That's getting creepy.
And then all of a sudden you hear from down the steps,
All about
Nanny,
selling
you
soul."
left him who along with the kids?
He's supposed to be teaching them algebra.
Furiously runs upstairs.
Meanwhile, in the middle of the ocean,
In the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, on the boats. Someone else is doing things that
Ah.
isn't, turning children into little.
Well, who's doing what on a boat?
Farida.
There we go. God damn it, I'm muted. I was
Yeah,
gonna
that.
say.
Farida took a kid on a boat. I don't think that's entirely whole.
Farida
Well, no,
took a
he's
kid.
gonna be with the crew, and she's gonna let him hang out with the crew and learn gambling and all that kind of stuff. While she spends some quality time with her new. Is he her lord? Maybe. Well, she's
Most of the
testing him out.
Most of the
Split up the
time,
3 orphans?
you don't bring your kid to Fire Island. I'm just telling you that
Or
now.
Not
Whore
going to Fire
Island.
Island. They're
Well,
going
if-
to Luskin.
If he is willing to come with me, I take him with me because I want
Well-
a protege to train.
Don't forget about, Monster Island.
No, I think this is Whore Island.
Anyway, that'll be the end of the campaign. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I hope the viewers enjoyed it.
I hope so too.
Well, we certainly did.
Uh-huh.
Yes, thank you very much, Brendan.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Mhm.
Alright, with that, I will turn off the stream. Catch us tomorrow for Legacy of the Crystal Shard. See you then. Bye-bye!